So we are going to start with the solution for the exercise question number 11 from your chapter number 2. The page number is 121. Okay. Here the information is given in this way: from the following balance sheet and the resident payment account of a new English school Varshi, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 2020 and a balance sheet on that date. Full page, income and expenditure account, full page, balance sheet. Okay. Now here you see the information, the balance sheet of the last year is already given to you. So you need not to prepare that because capital fund is already given to you. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे बैलेंस शीट में कैपिटल फंड दिया हुआ है. This is a capital fund. Okay. In 90% problems capital fund is given to you. लेकिन अगर कैपिटल फंड दिया नहीं तो आपको अलग से लास्ट ईयर का बैलेंस शीट तैयार करना पड़ता है. तुम्हाला लास्ट ईयरचं बैलेंस शीट वेगळं तयार करावं लागेल, लक्षात ठेवा. Anyway, now in the balance sheet, actually the assets and liabilities are given to you. Capital fund is also given to you. Okay. So you can start writing with me from that balance sheet what to write. First of all, capital fund. Okay. मैंने अभी तक टिक मार्किंग मेरे कुछ किया नहीं है, वो बाद में करेंगे. Capital fund. Okay. That is always to be recorded to inner column 6,43,000 rupees. Okay. And look at the asset side now. There is a cash in hand and cash at bank. This is a last year cash in hand, cash at bank. Also, you can see it is the opening balance. Okay, look at the receipt and payment account. Two balance brought down. 6,000 and 10,000 rupees. मतलब asset side में भी है और cash book में receipt and payment में भी है as a two balance brought down. So not to write that, of course. Then what to write? Building, furniture, library books, and computer laboratory. These are all fixed assets. So from the last year, the fixed assets will continue in current year also. Last year का furniture current year में continue होने वाला है. Single entry में आपने देखा था. Last year fixed assets are continuing in current year, but of course with some changes. What are the possible changes? First of all, look at the payment side. Whether any new furniture or new library books or new building or new computer laboratory purchased or not. चलो payment side में देखो. Yes, buy furniture. Buy furniture. This is the entry, furniture account debit to cash or bank. मतलब नया फर्नीचर हमने लिया है. अभी एक काम करो, फर्नीचर को एसेट साइड में जो फर्नीचर दिख रहा है ना वहां पे उसको टिक मार्किंग करो. टिक मार्क योर फर्नीचर. ओके. देन लाइब्रेरी बुक्स. यस, look at the payment side. Last item, buy library books are newly purchased, so tick mark library books also. Okay. There is nothing mentioned about building and computer laboratory. Look at the receipt side also. Sometimes actually the purchase of new asset is appearing in the payment side, but sale of any asset is appearing in the receipt side. It is not given to you. ऐसा कुछ sale वगैरह नहीं किया इन्होंने. जाने दो. Okay. अच्छा. Now look at the adjustment section. आता adjustment बघायचा. Look at the adjustment please. Outstanding salary 9,000. It is clearly outstanding for current year. Okay. अगर लास्ट ईयर का आउटस्टैंडिंग होता तो लास्ट ईयर के बैलेंस शीट के लायबिलिटी में आ जाता था. नहीं है. Now what to do? Tick mark your salary in the payment side. Outstanding tuition fees are 15,000. Tick mark tuition fees in the receipt side. This is also outstanding for current year. And depreciate library books by 9,000, furniture by 10,000. Tick mark furniture and library books. तो आपको इस तरह से टिक मार्किंग करना है. फर्नीचर को डबल टिक मार्किंग आएगा. लाइब्रेरी बुक्स आल्सो डबल टिक मार्किंग. देन सैलरी सिंगल टिक मार्किंग and tuition fees in the receipt side single tick marking. So this kind of tick markings are required. Now how to begin? I'm telling you the procedure. It is already told in the previous lectures as well. तो पहले क्या record करना चाहिए? Either from the balance sheet or from the information, you record the assets, fixed assets, like a building, computer, okay, of equipments, and then library books. Books are, by the way, books are assets for this. Then computer laboratory and all that. चलो लिखते हैं. So first of all, you record that. Building in the outer column, it is amounting to rupees 4,50,000. 4,50,000. Then furniture, inner column, 72,000. Furniture ला दोन आहेत. एक purchase केलं, one is purchase, one is depreciated. Library books. Library books. So library books are inner column. Amount is 45,000. Then you have a computer laboratory. Computer laboratory. Computer laboratory. It is 60,000. It is not subject to any adjustment, outer column. So we have recorded all the items which are given in the last year balance sheet. मतलब पहले हमने capital fund लिखा and we wrote all the fixed assets. Okay, all the fixed assets. Building, outer column, furniture, library books, inner column. Okay, and computer laboratory 60,000 in the outer column. Okay, now the next. Now, what to record next? It is from the receipt and payment account. First of all, record payments by salary to salary. Okay, like this. By salary to salary 90,000. To salary 90,000. Library books 14,000. These are newly purchased. I'm sorry, मैंने यहाँ पे एक जगह कम लिया है, थोड़ा सा एडजस्टमेंट अभी भी कर लेता हूँ तो बाद में पछताना नहीं पड़ेगा. Anyway, so add here purchased. Purchased new books added in the library books 14,000. So your library books are now 59,000. Okay. Okay, that computer lab I'm writing here again and separately 60,000. For library books, purchase added still in the inner column because there is a depreciation on the library books. Then office rent, okay, stationery, sundry expenses, insurance, sports expenses, annual gathering expenses. Why I am reading so fast? Because all these are expenses. By office rent, by stationery, by sundry expenses, by insurance, by sports expenses, by annual gathering expenses. These expenses are to be debited to income expenditure account. मतलब expenditure side में लिखना है. तिकडे लिहून टाकायचं 2 office rent 10,000. It is not subject to any adjustment also. To office rent 10,000. Then to printing and stationery 20,000. Printing and stationery 20,000. 22,000. Sorry, 22,000. अजून काय दिलं आपल्याला? Sundry expenses 12,000. Sundry expenses are rupees 12,000. Then insurance 10,200. Insurance 10,200. sports expenses. Two sports expenses. So it is amounting to 8,000. म्हणजे पेमेंट साइडला जे बाय बाय दिसतं ना, बाय ऑफिस रेंट से लेके स्पोर्ट्स एक्सपेंसेस तक, बाय एनुअल गैदरिंग एक्सपेंसेस ऑल्सो you write as a 2 annual gathering expenses. 2 annual gathering expenses. 9,000. Then furniture. By the way, this is newly purchased asset. तो ये तो asset में ऐड करना पड़ेगा. Furniture में ऐड करो, add purchased. So furniture newly purchased is 50,000 rupees. 50,000. Your furniture is now becoming 1,22,000. Inner column. Here upon depreciation it is subject to depreciation. Then thereafter repairs 15,000 rupees. It is to be recorded to expenditure side. This is a revenue expenditure. Repairs 15,000. And in the payment side, the last item given to you is the cash in hand and cash at bank. These are assets of the current year. Okay, will appear in the balance sheet assets. Cash in hand. Amount of cash in hand is the 4,800. And the cash at bank. Cash at bank is the 70,000 rupees. Okay, in this way, we recorded what? We recorded all the items from balance sheet. I repeat how we recorded. From the balance sheet liability side, we recorded capital fund first of all. It is always to be recorded in the inner column. Thereafter, we recorded all the fixed assets like a building, furniture, library, books, and computer laboratory. Okay. Now, out of that, furniture and library books are recorded in the inner column because they are subject to purchases and depreciation. Then we recorded all the payments. Out of that, salary is only having the adjustment. The other adjustment, other items are recorded. Library books and furniture are added in the library books, newly purchased 14,000. While added in the furniture, newly purchased 50,000 rupees. Other expenses are day-to-day or revenue expenses recorded to expenditure side. And finally, cash in hand, cash at bank recorded in the balance sheet asset. Now look at the receipt side, please. To balance brought down, don't record. Why not to record? Because these are opening cash, well, cash in hand and cash at bank. But cash in hand, cash at bank already हम लिख चुके हैं. वो तो last year का है. देखो ना last year के asset में भी है. So it is not to be recorded. Then start recording from tuition fees, 90,000 to be recorded to income side. And in the income, this is a school, by the way. Tuition fees. So tuition fees are given to you. Record in the inner column. Amount received. Amount is a 90,000. Then the other income, term fees are 3,000. By term fees, 3,000. Then admission fees are 12,000. Admission fees. $12,000. Then there is a donation. Look at the donation. What is given in the bracket? Capital. What do you mean by this? That is, this is a capital receipt. Okay, or it is to be capitalized. What to do? The donation is to be added in capital fund. ये donation आपको capital fund में add करना पड़ेगा. It is called as a capitalized donation. 61,000 rupees. यहाँ पे add करो. Then thereafter interest received is the income by interest received. 2,000 by interest received. 2,000. Then government grant. In the bracket it is mentioned it is revenue income. Revenue मतलब income. So government grant is to be recorded to income side. Government grant is to be recorded to income side. 1,20,000. And sundry receipts or other receipts to be recorded to income side only. Sundry receipts are rupees 11,000. So in this way, all the items from the receipt side are recorded. Have you noticed one thing which is very, very important? Okay. Books are treated as an asset. What is the concept behind that? मतलब इसके पीछे क्या concept है? Books are treated as an asset. It is not treated as an expenditure. On the other hand, okay, magazines and newspapers are treated as the expenses, but not as an asset. Books are treated as an asset. But news, magazine, newspaper, bill, magazines, okay, or even the books for other companies, I'm talking about companies, it is not treated as an asset, okay, it is treated as an expenditure. What is the concept behind this? सोच के बताओ. Now, outstanding salary 9,000. What to do? It is regular. If this is current year outstanding salary, add in salary, add in salary, add in salary, outstanding salary rupees 9,000. And balance sheet liabilities, leaving one or two lines. Balance sheet liabilities side, outstanding salary rupees 9,000. Outstanding tuition fees, this is outstanding income. So add in the tuition fees, 15,000. Outer column now it is 1,05,000. And balance sheet assets, because this is outstanding income, outstanding tuition fees, 15,000. Now the next. Depreciate library books by 9,000, furniture by 10,000, furniture by 10,000. That is similar to your final account adjustment. Depreciation on furniture is a 10,000. Outer column now it is 1,12,000. And on library books it is 9,000. Outer column it is 50,000. Lays from assets and to be recorded to expenditure side. Depreciation on furniture 10,000. On books 9,000. Outer column it is 19,000. Okay. Question is finished. चला तुम्ही आता याचा सरप्लस कॅल्क्युलेट करा. सरप्लस डेफिशिएंट जे काय आहे ते कॅल्क्युलेट करा. कॅपिटल फंड मध्ये सरप्लस ऍड, डेफिशिएंट लेस and tally kara. I am giving you 5 minutes time. Till that time, anybody can answer me why books are recorded in balance sheet asset, why not treated as an expenditure, why it is treated as a capital asset, why not treated as a revenue expenditure. What is the concept behind that? I taught you in 11th standard, the first chapter. The first chapter, in the chapter number 1, the last concept I explained to you.
Materialism.
Materiality, not a materialism. It is a conservatism, by the way. Materiality. The name of concept is materiality. Okay. According to the concept of materiality, accountant is taking decision whether a particular item is treated as a capital asset or a revenue expenditure. Okay. I gave you the example for that purpose. Okay. Items like sharpener. अभी ये जो sharpener होता है, sharpener, ये तो सालों साल चलेगा ना. Okay. It is having the life of 2 years, 3 years. अगर आपने अच्छी तरीके से रखा तो 4-5 साल भी चलेगा. But still it is not treated as an asset because this is a very cheap item and it is recorded to either profit and loss account debit side or here income and expenditure account debit side. On the other hand, whenever you are purchasing motor car, machinery, furniture, that is treated as an asset because it is having not only having the long life, but it is having the big value as well. Now, what is about books? देखो books का ऐसा है, from the angle of the schools, colleges, libraries, books are their main assets, है ना? तो स्कूल के लिए और कॉलेज के लिए और लाइब्रेरीज के लिए बुक्स कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है आपको मालूम. From that organization, books are very important, and that's why, according to that concept, it is to be recorded to balance sheet assets only. ऐसा है. लेकिन अगर न्यूज़पेपर है, मैगजीन है, न्यूज़पेपर के आज लिया शाम तक वो खलास हो गया. खलास हो गया मतलब क्या होता है, वो पुराना हो जाता है, दूसरे दिन नया पेपर आ जाता है. So newspaper and magazines are recorded in the expenditure side. Please remember this. You must know which concept is applicable for what. Like salary, outstanding आपण ऍड केलं ना, बरोबर. सॅलरी मध्ये, ट्युशन फीज मध्ये कुठली कन्सेप्ट आहे, ऍक्रुअल कन्सेप्ट वापरली. आणखीन एक गंमत सांगतो, लिसन टू मी. लास्ट ईयर असेट्स कंटिन्यूड इन करंट ईयर है ना. तो लास्ट ईयर का बिल्डिंग, फर्नीचर, बुक्स और कंप्यूटर लैबोरेटरी मैंने कंटिन्यू किया. डू यू नो व्हाट इज द कंसेप्ट एप्लीकेबल फॉर दिस? गोइंग कंसर्न कंसेप्ट. मतलब हमारा बिजनेस तो चालू ही रहने वाला है. ओके. The business is expected to run for indefinite period of time, and so assets are continued every year. सालों साल चालू रहेगा. So that is actually the main important thing. Okay, you must be able to understand the things in this way. Okay. चलो अब इसका कौन सा टोटल ज्यादा है देखो. सांगा मला कुठली टोटल जास्त आहे. रिसीटची टोटल म्हणजे इन्कम साइडची टोटल जास्त आहे का एक्सपेंडिचरची टोटल जास्त आहे?
इनकमची जास्त आहे.
किती आहे टोटल सांग मला खुशी. किती आले टोटल? 0 0 0. 2 3 5 8 5 13 1 2
2,53,000.
किती आली?
2,53,000.
2,53,000. बरोबर आहे. 5 Yes, 2,53,000. Now apply direct subtraction method and find out the difference in this. दोन इथे तर काय वेगळं दिसतंय.
48,800.
9 10 15 9 23 38 2 It is non-constitutional most of the child. बराबर है 48,800.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. This is surplus. Surplus ला अजून काय म्हणतात? It is called as a excess of income over expenditure. Excess of income over expenditure. Okay. Surplus is to be added in capital fund. Capital फंडामध्ये surplus add करून टाका. 48,800. Okay. Outer column मध्ये द्या. 37,52,800. Take the total to make it tally.
7,61,800.
Yes. तो वहां पे जो प्रिंटेड आंसर दिया है, सरप्लस इज गिवन रॉन्ग. यू कैन सी दैट. अगर आपके बुक में वो रिपेयर होके आया तो मुझे मालूम नहीं है, बट आई हैव द रॉन्ग. दैट इज ओनली 48,000 गिवन. So this is the final answer. Final answer. Okay. I'm giving you some time to cover it up. कृपया कवर कीजिए. So I guess it is all written by you. आपने अच्छी तरह से लिखा है. Okay. Now next session मतलब बाद में हम लोग second problem solve करेंगे. Next problem solve करेंगे.